Hey Gameheads, quick question. Are you smart? Do you love brain teasers? Do you crave a challenge in your gameplay? Well, if you do, you're in luck, cause today we are diving into 10 offline games that will put your brain to the test. And just a heads up, I won't be focusing solely on pure puzzle games, but rather on games with strong puzzle mechanics woven into them. This way we'll get a list with more variety because hey, that's the spice of life. Kicking off things, we have Revolt Gear by Gear, a classic turn-based grid-by-grid adventure game. You play as a rogue robot trying to escape a factory after a system malfunction breaks its enslavement program. The gameplay is straightforward: move strategically, make the right choices, and take down anything standing in your way. I find this one simple yet effective, and it really stuck with me. The studio behind it is seriously underrated, especially for puzzle fans, and they have an entire lineup of games in this style. Some are even better, but Revolt Gear by Gear stands out for me. If you love puzzle-driven challenges, this one might be worth checking out. It's free, offline, and exclusive to Android. Next up, we have Wind Peaks, a hidden object puzzle adventure. You play as a group of young scouts on a mission to uncover the secrets of a magical forest. The game features cute hand-drawn graphics and a relaxing atmosphere, making it perfect for winding down. Gameplay is simple but engaging. You search for clues by clicking on strange-looking objects, find the last crucial clue, and you unlock a cutscene that progresses the story and takes you to the next level. Speaking of levels, there are 10 beautifully crafted, cartoonish environments to explore. Despite being a premium game, Wind Peaks has a strong following with over 10,000 downloads and an incredible rating. It's a charming, well-made puzzle game that is both relaxing and stimulating. So if you're in the mood for something light yet engaging, give this one a shot. Up next, we have Holy Bridge 3. And yeah, as the name suggests, you'll be building bridges, but this one takes a more creative puzzle approach. Think of it like assembling a jigsaw puzzle, but instead of fitting pieces together, you're designing intricate bridges of all types, from drawbridges to wild loop-the-loops and everything in between. You can let your imagination run wild as long as your creation is structurally sound enough to let vehicles cross. This one will definitely resonate with a lot of you, especially if you enjoyed games like Railbound. Next up, we have Down in the Bermuda, a puzzle adventure game that leans heavily into its adventure side. You play as an aviator who's been stranded for nearly a decade in the infamous Bermuda. After stumbling across crucial clues, you set out on a mission across 6 mysterious islands, each filled with sea monsters, puzzles, and deep lore, all to escape their accursed place. This game has a beautiful cartoonish art style that really brings the world to life. The puzzles are intuitive, not too tough, but engaging enough to keep you hooked. And with each island offering its different challenges, the journey feels like a true adventure. At least that's what I hope. I've talked about Down in Bermuda before, and honestly, it's a great looking pick for adventure lovers if that sounds like your thing. Definitely check it out. It's available on all platforms and it is paid. Next up, we have Hidden Through Time 2, the sequel to the popular hidden object puzzle game. This is a casual yet engaging puzzle game where your goal is simple: find hidden objects scattered across different locations and timelines. Think of it like Where's Waldo, you know, that game where you are looking for a guy in a red stripe. But here you are hunting for specific objects across 4 distinct timelines. This time around, there are new features to spice things up, the time mechanic that lets you shift between different seasons to uncover hidden objects, and there's even a semi-sandbox mode where you can create your own world filled with hidden treasures for others to play. Add with the gorgeous graphics and a polished feel, and you get a solid hidden object experience. It definitely doesn't reinvent the genre, but it nails what it sets out to do: challenging yet intuitive puzzles, well-hidden objects, and a premium feel all around. Hidden Through Time 2 is available on both Android and iOS as a paid game. Keeping things going, we have Lara Croft, Guardian of Light. Now, Tomb Raider games are known for their intense action, but they also pack some serious puzzle mechanics, which earn this one a spot on today's list. This game is actually a recent mobile entry of a 15-year-old classic. This time, Lara Croft is on a mission to stop Zolotto before plunging the world into darkness. To do that, she will fight through 3 distinct biomes, taking down enemies and solving intuitive, well-designed puzzles along the way. If you enjoy puzzle games but don't want it to be all you play, this is a great pick. The series has a knack for balancing action and brain-teasing gameplay. Lara Croft Guardian of Light is available on Android and iOS as a paid game, but keep in mind it's quite demanding, so not all phones can play it, including mine. Next up, we have Blow It Up, and I will just come out and say what all of us are thinking. This is an Angry Birds clone, an unapologetic one. Not in a bad way, but that's just what it is. You catapult yourself into enemy ranks, blowing things up in glorious physics-based destruction. That said, Blow It Up does bring few fresh mechanics to the table. There's an open world element, kind of like old Final Fantasy games where you roam the map and encounter levels before jumping into battles. And while the core gameplay is very familiar, the polished visuals and satisfying physics-based destruction does look neat. As for the story, it's actually pretty interesting. You play as a hero trying to rescue your friends from an alien race that invaded your home, Bombtopia, capturing your people and stealing resources. With over 70 levels, there's plenty to dive into. So yeah, it's another Angry Birds clone. I know I've said that like 3 times, but if you're into this style of games and don't mind the similarities, Blow It Up is a fun-looking, well-made, premium game that's available on Android and iOS. Next up, we have the Darkside Detective, a detective-style mystery-solving point-and-click adventure puzzle game. This one stroller caught my attention thanks to its very captivating premise. You play as a detective in a town plagued by supernatural happenings, but here's the twist. The citizens are way too dumb to notice them, so you end up in hilarious situations like casually interrogating the moon and asking it to come down to the police station for questioning. The game blends old school London style detective noir with the supernatural, while also packing in a lot of sharp, self-aware humor. You're also joined by a rookie sidekick who is definitely not comfortable with the bizarre cases you take on. The pixel visuals give it that classic adventure game feel. If you love point-and-click puzzle adventures with a healthy dose of humor, this one's for you. The Darkside Detective is available on Android and iOS. Next up, we have Little Nightmares, a dark horror style puzzle platformer that needs no introduction. This game is already well known, and I'm actually playing it right now, and it lives up to its name. You play as a girl in a yellow raincoat trapped in the mysterious floating vessel known as the Maw. Your goal? Escape. But it won't be easy because grotesque, disfigured, elongated humanoid monsters lurk in every shadow hunting you down, and you are on a race against a seemingly reality warping hunger that comes from time to time. The game features light puzzle mechanics where you solve environmental challenges to progress to the next area. There is no real combat, which is why it perfectly fits on today's list. It's heavily puzzle focused, relying on stealth, timing and clever thinking. Visually, it's stunning. The game storytelling is eerie yet captivating, using atmosphere and tension to pull you in. But where Little Nightmares truly shines is in its horror aspect. It is unsettling, immersive and incredibly well done. If you haven't played it yet, Little Nightmares are available for both Android and iOS for a fixed price. Definitely worth checking out. And finally, we are wrapping things up with Monument Valley 3 because of course you knew this one was coming. The Monument Valley series is already legendary, known for its beautiful puzzle mechanics and the story that makes every puzzle feel meaningful. This time Monument Valley 3 follows a wizard's apprentice on a long journey to uncover the mystery behind the dying sun and the rising ocean levels. As expected, the game is packed with mind-bending puzzles, stunning visuals and deep world building that makes each step of the journey unforgettable. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't played any of the Monument Valley games myself. Puzzle games just tend to throw me for a loop and I get frustrated easily, feeling like a Neanderthal. But if you're a puzzle mastermind like my friend Alex who eats these games for breakfast, the Monument Valley 3 is definitely for you. It's cute, colorful and visually stunning with an engaging story and a gorgeous soundtrack. So if you love artistic puzzle games that make you think, this one is a must play. And with that, we are done with today's list. So which brain-teasing puzzle game are you most proud of completing? Let me know in the comment section so that others will be able to enjoy it as well. Thanks greatly for watching. This is your host P-Dog. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in the next one. I'm out though.